Right. Hopefully, everybody survived their cruise intervals from last week. And this is a great opportunity to make any adjustments that you may have messed up last week. So maybe you started too hard, or maybe you left a little bit too much in the tank, or maybe you just did things perfectly and you want to see if you're able to kind of build on that and push yourself a little bit. Zone three is a pretty big zone. So you can get a lot of easier work done in there or a lot of harder work in there too. So if you want to see if you can maintain a higher percentage of zone three this week, great. If you found that you just were off on your pacing a little bit from last week, this is a perfect opportunity in order to do that as well too. Now, you also want to be thinking about your nutrition still, right? So hopefully everybody's been really dialed into their nutrition plan, whatever it is. Again, we have some advice and tips in our nutrition area, in our membership area, but you also want to make sure that you're refueling properly during these key workouts too. I know sometimes people will do workouts fasted, and that's okay, especially during the aerobic zone and base period, because you can teach your body how to metabolize fat better and use what's on board. But you really want to make sure when you start adding intensity to your workouts that you are introducing some carbohydrates. Now, people tend to drastically over guess how many calories they need. So you probably want to check in with that. But a general rule of thumb is if you're feeling like you're too spent or you're not recovering from that workout, you definitely didn't do enough. The other thing that you want to think about now too, especially as we're getting towards the end of the base season and we're entering the build season, is consider where you'll be racing. So if it's a place where you'll have to deal with maybe a lot of heat or that type of situation, you want to start conditioning your body to just process more fluids, just water. So if you are going to be living in the north and then training to race somewhere where it's warm and you're not thinking about drinking so much right now and having to process those fluids, start introducing that stuff to your body as well too, even under some of these cruise interval type things. Again, at this point, you are all in week 10. You're definitely should be pretty fit right now. I'm super fine with the long rides going out even to 4 hours now. That shouldn't be a problem. So if you are wanting to go outside and ride with some friends, the other thing too that I should note is these workouts are pretty much assuming that you're going to be inside. So if you find yourself in a pinch, or I'm sorry, outside. So if you find yourself in a pinch and you have to ride inside, or you feel like you are riding inside and these workout durations are becoming a little bit long for you, remember you can do up to 25% less on the bike. And I would suggest scrubbing off the warm up and the cool down. And the reason for that is because when you're inside, you're not stopping at traffic lights or stop signs or coasting down hills. You're working the entire time. Now, I personally have always just done the workout to the fullest that I can when I'm inside. And I just kind of in my mind feel like I'm getting a little extra bonus, but just know you have that opportunity as well too. And practice nutrition, start getting in the fluids. And if you haven't been really dialed in on your nutrition, you really need to start thinking about that now, because we're a few weeks away from your build period, which is going to take you into your last 12 weeks before some of your race seasons things. And you want to make sure that you are really dialing that in, because you don't want to be trying to lose weight while you're also trying to increase performance. So this is your last opportunity, not your last, but this is your last best opportunity to start dialing that in.